I think we should think about the beginning of transplantation. Really, it was the catalyst for the whole concept of HLA. So we could transplant organs. But it turned out to be the whole keystone of the immune system. So I think that's perhaps the greatest contribution. Then HLA obviously led to our understanding of immunity. It had an influence in our feeling that immune responses actually mattered in cancer. It showed that viruses can be critical for cancer etiology. And then on a practical note, it led to the development of immunosuppression. These immunosuppressive drugs are used not just for transplants, but to treat autoimmunity, inflammatory diseases. The sky's the limit. Well, I think there certainly will be a need for the Transplant Society and for transplantation and transplant-related research. But it'll be on a different level. Regenerative medicine, tissue restoration, organ culture, and building, all these things will be derivative from transplantation and will be the province of the next generation of transplant researchers. I'm very jealous. I won't be around to see it. The society has played a very strong role in the development of transplantation as a discipline in many countries, in many developing countries. I think that was started much by Felix Rappaport, but that's a big focus. The society also is now the ethical leader of transplantation around the world. And a great deal of credit goes to Frank Delmonico and people like that. And I think transplantation still is the organization that stands for the combination of clinical excellence and research excellence and the fostering of translational research, which is really the whole reason it all started. I would think the society could foster a visiting educational scholar program that would be embraced by the professionals in the developed countries who would want to go and do things that would help in the underdeveloped countries. Well, I've always been disappointed in the progress of xenotransplant research. So that is my top candidate for not delivering the goods. for areas that I think will deliver the goods, I would say organ rehabilitation and regeneration. I think it's perfectly possible that the concept of a syngeneic stromal matrix reseeded by syngeneic stem cells could theoretically provide in the future a usable organ. I'm convinced that gene therapy, which is a cellular transplant eventually of the syngeneic variety, is a definite possibility. And I think tolerance will be so easy to establish in the sense that it will be done with not severe therapies, which we don't know yet, but we know it can be done. A fellowship here with Dr. Albert Coons, who was the father of fluorescent antibody. Then I happened to be assigned to be the sort of Batman for Peter Medawar when he came to Harvard to give the Dunham lectures. So I just kept getting built up with these wonderful people. I had decided to go into transplantation by the time of my third year in medical school. And Dr. Murray had already done his transplant. I got to know him very well. He was the most magnificent physician and human being, and the most humble man, and yet the most excellent, intuitive clinical scientist.